I think the kind of leadership that Roy and Steve bring is what Montana should be focused on. And it's principled leadership. It's not about politics. It's about the principles that they stand for. They really believe lower taxes are better than higher taxes, that less government means families have more power and government has less, the way it ought to be. They have great respect for human life and will fight to protect human life at all stages, which is really one of the great ways in which we define ourselves as a civilization. But I think the practical experience that they bring from their own personal business backgrounds is very vital. The biggest misconception of the election is that it's going to be a Democrat year, and I think it's going to be a Republican year. Increasingly, as we see Barack Obama sort of disintegrate before our very eyes, and we see Hillary Clinton really struggling to find a level of credibility, I think John McCain is rising day after day to a new level of stature. The Jeremiah Wright experience is really, I think, pretty amazing. And I would say this, I believe that it's becoming to be almost that Jeremiah Wright wants Obama to lose. And I'll tell you why. If Barack Obama can win, everything Jeremiah Wright preaches, the hate, the anger, has no basis. If it's not true that a man, because of his color, is held back and can't be president, then so much of what Jeremiah Wright has said is invalid. So Jeremiah Wright needs for Obama to lose so he can continue to justify his anger, hostile bitterness against the United States of America. You know, in a nutshell, I think what we're seeing with rising energy prices is dangerous, not just because it means it's so much more expensive for people to get to and from work and do the things they normally do. It also means that everything we reach for on the shelf of our grocery store is going to cost more, because it's going to cost a lot more to get the dozen eggs or the loaf of bread to the store. So the entire economy is going to be hurt. And who's going to hurt the most? It's not the people who have Gulfstreams and yachts. It's the person who barely can make the rent payment, who can barely make the fuel bill on a used pickup truck. And what I think has got to happen is conservative leadership that says, look, government policies ought to be about empowering people where they live rather than just seeing if we can put more money in the government coffers. That becomes more important during an economic downturn than at any other time. Democrats tend to say, well, we need more government, more regulation, more taxes. That's exactly what we do not need in an economic recession.